Moxley got it. Mox got it. Covering. Both legs hook. We got it.
Hey, this is the Red Carpet Rain. Got another good one for you guys today. We'll talk about Jon Moxley decorated matches as a 3-time AEW World Champion, the ranked AEW title matches documentary. I will go over his top rated matches, over all his reigns of AEW World Champion, the 3 times he held the championship, and I will even mention a little bit when he was interim champion. There were some moments there too. Now, first off, he faced off against Chris Jericho. This is who he defeated to win the championship at AEW Revolution. It's a good match by these guys. This is his first championship opportunity. Chris Jericho was the inaugural world champion, and he defeated Chris Jericho. Had to go all out at the angle where Jon Moxley's eye was out due to Chris Jericho and at the time the Inner Circle. But nonetheless, these guys had a good rivalry, a good fight for the championship. You know, it was a good way to highlight both men's talents. Jericho, basically was passing the torch over to Jon Moxley, and he was the official second man to hold his championship when he won the AEW World Championship at February 29th, 2020 Revolution. This was in Chicago, and this is his first time ever winning the championship. But the ranked matches will be after he won the championship. That's how he won the title. Next up, will his first good ranked match we'll talk about will be Mr. Brody Lee. This is at the Double or Nothing event. It's the late Brody Lee. They had a good match. It was at the Double or Nothing May 23rd, 2020 event. This match was ranked at 8.12. So these guys had a good brawl. These guys went at it. Good story between both of these men. I know Brody Lee never became the AEW World Champion, but he did at least battle for it. Unfortunately, he did not win. Jon Moxley retained his championship. But, after this was over, Jon Moxley moved on, and Mr. Brody Lee moved on. Mr. Brody Lee, he was known for being the TNT champion, and he was a great TNT champion. But like I said, did not ever win the AEW World Championship. Now, had he been alive today, would he ever won the championship? That remains to be seen. It's a chance he might have been, but he did not win it in this case against Jon Moxley. And we'll move on to the next feud against Darby Allen. Darby Allen challenged Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. It was on the episode of AEW Dynamite. Now, this match here was the July 30th, 2020 episode of Dynamite. This match was rated 8.12. So good talents by both men. I think this is when Darby Allen started to get noticed. I know he started on Dark Evolution. When he started coming on Dynamite, he was definitely highlighted more. So this was a good match between both men. This was during the pandemic era. There was no fans in the arena. But like I said, both men did put on a show. Even though there was no fans in the crowd, they did put on a great show. Darby Allen, the more he wrestled, the more mess he got in. He was definitely noticed, and he still could be a future AEW World Champion in the near future, but he did not win the championship here. Jon Moxley retained his championship against Darby Allen here. So this was, like I said, a good match between both of these guys. Jon Moxley put a submission hold in. Darby Allen, the high flying style. It's very good before both these men. So you combine Jon Moxley style and Darby Allen style, and it was a great match. And both just keep getting better and better in the ring. As long as they both stay healthy. I know Jon Moxley's currently still out. He's on television, but he had a concussion recently. Now, the next match is against Harashi Tanashi at the Forbidden Door event in in Chicago. It was June 26th. This was a great match too. Now this one here was for the interim world championship between Jon Moxley and Harashi. If I said it wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but this was June 26, 2022 in Chicago. Now, the lineal champion CM Punk was originally scheduled to defend the title against Harashi Tanashi, but he was pulled due to a foot injury. So it became Jon Moxley versus Harashi. But because CM Punk was in his first championship run, supposed to defend it, there was supposed to be a new champion, and as you can see here, it's for the AEW Interim World Championship. So this was a tournament to declare who will be the interim champion until CM Punk comes back. Now this match was rated at 8.12, so this was a good event and a good match too. As we saw Jon Moxley battle out and he became the interim champion. Not only that, he was the first ever, if you think about it, interim world champion, AEW World Champion interim. He was the first man to do that for interim style. Even though it's not official reign, he still was the first person to do that. You know, as he will face CM Punk in the champion versus champion match later on. So, Jon Moxley, he faced off against CM Punk in champion versus champion match. Now, that was not a highly rated match because it was a squash match. It was real quick. So there was no way to put that in the ranking, but he did defeat CM Punk to win the championship, even though CM Punk battled him 11 days later at the All Out event, and he defeated Jon Moxley for that championship. But it was a good, you could tell it was real life promo, real life heat between Jon Moxley and CM Punk. So that's the good thing about that. The real tension there made the feud in the match better, but the matches wasn't highly ranked. So that's the good thing about that. So Jon Moxley, he's the first ever 3-time world champion. The only man to hold the championship 3 times on 3 separate occasions. First man to hold the interim world championship. No one's done that since then. And he's been carrying AEW for a while before MJF came on the scene and others. He was carrying AEW for a while, even during pandemic era. So he's held the championship 3 times, and he's also held it for a lot of combined days. He held it for 347 days, which is behind MJF, who currently broke the record by beating Kenny Omega's record of 346. MJF holds the record, and now for combined days, Jon Moxley is number 2 in that category. And that's all I have regarding Jon Moxley decorating matches as an AEW 3-time champion. It's the Rank AEW title match documentary. Again, Jon Moxley decorating matches as 3-time AEW World Champion. Soon 2 videos will pop up of top rated WWE champion. Next video will be 3 best NWA champions. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below of Jon Moxley's 3 title runs. Until then, it is OUT.